Howdy folks, Doc here with Last Best Tool, and today I've got a twist on my top 5 snap-on tools. And in this case, it is the top 5 snap-on tools for pocket EDC, or everyday carry. Now I've seen all the movies and I've read all the books, so I know what I'm talking about here. These are the tools that will get you out of a jam, that will allow you to fix anything, that will literally save your life. So you need to carry these with you 24/7 if you intend to survive the zombie apocalypse. So let's get started. Now I might carry these all in a little Maxpedition pouch like this. I highly recommend these for tool storage. But today, just for comparison, I put them in a sunglasses case so you can see how you could quite easily carry these and not give anybody any indication that you're packing all these wonderful survival tools. So let's start out. And the first one is a Blue Point wrench. Yes, I know it's not snap-on, but you know, we all know it's close enough. And this is the GAJ4A. It's 100 millimeter or 10 centimeter, or if you live in America, a 4-inch adjustable wrench. It's very small, disappears into your hand or your pocket, machined nicely, and it acts as both a wrench and a force multiplier when you're using a few of these other tools. So that's a critical one. Next on the list is, believe it or not, this is my M1A. Now, if you read a lot of prepper fiction, you're going to discover that the M1A is a highly desirable piece of equipment. So Snap-on makes one. This is the SDDD M1A. So there you go. You got your own M1A and you don't have any paperwork with it either. And this guy is a screwdriver handle and a bit. This particular bit's a reversible, slotted in Phillips. If you want to add a little more oomph, you know, maybe in the zombie situation, you got to reach through that little eye socket to the brain stem. You need a little bit more help. There you go. By Milwaukee. But otherwise, here it is, the Snap-on Zombie Green EDC screwdriver. Now the zombie green's important. You should get everything in zombie green. Green, especially these bright greens, are the most, or the color that the human eye is most sensitive to. So, you know, reading between the lines, do you really think that Snap-on doesn't know that? That when they actually design tools, you know, especially tools that are going to be needed during the zombie apocalypse, you think that green was an accident? I don't think so. All right, so let's move on to the next one. This is the 3/8" chisel, and what you've got here, you've got your knife, you've got your cutting, you know, surface for prying and for wedging. You've got a striking weapon, an excellent solid pry bar. I mean, this is just an all-around winner. This particular one is the PPC 812A. It has seen combat, so you can tell, you know, quickly looking at the business end here, and some slight mushrooming on the tail. I was going to fix that, except I need that mushrooming for another video. But anyway, the best pry bar on the planet during the zombie apocalypse. Well, actually, the best pry bar is the one you have, but this one will work. Oh, and the force multiplier. Forgot about that. Look at that. I can just crank this down, and now I've got a tremendous twisting force here. So I can lift cars. You know, I could release the parking brake on a 747. I mean, there's just amazing uses for that kind of leverage right there. Wedge that, pound this thing in, and then twist. And of course, I can also use it with the screwdriver here. You know, let's say I've got to, you know, fix that diesel truck or something, and I have to apply a little more force to that rusty fastener. There I go. So you got to have these. They work as a set as well. Ooh, the next one right here. Now what this is the Snap-on's smallest slip joint plier. This is, according to what's written on here, this is the 44 ACP, but in the catalog it's the 44 ACF. But that's not going to help you at all, and I'm not an alarmist, but I'm just saying, before this video I looked up every single one of these things on the Snap-on tool website, and they are all sold out. Every one of them's back ordered. What does that mean? Well, I don't know. You can read between the lines as well as I can, but apparently there's a shortage of EDC tools. Anyway, back to this guy. It's an excellent use plier. Comfort grip handles, unfortunately, doesn't come in zombie green. You can grab large fasteners, small fasteners. It even has a wire cutter here, so check this out. You can take a piece of wire, wedge it down right inside this little place at the bottom of the jaws and snap it off. So escape and evasion. Just think of all the places you could break into or break out of with this plier. Anything, any wire up to this size, and it's history. The other thing is this has a lot of medicinal value. You know, sometimes you meet up with people and like they're having trouble keeping their story straight, or you know, maybe they're not quite sure about something, their memory's fading. All you do is you take this little business end, it's real simple, and you grab their thumbnail really hard right here. And when you do that, their memory comes right back. It's amazing. You know, in their story, instantly, all the facts line up. So I recommend something like this, you know, just to help out those folks who are struggling to remember things. Ooh, and this, here's my number 5. This here is the TKN72, obviously a 72 tooth ratchet, very small, low profile, and I've mated it with a 10 millimeter socket. Obviously 10 millimeters is all that you're going to need, you know, during the apocalyptic times. Everything will be 10 millimeter. So just leave that on there. Now I have had some friends, especially some old FUD friends, that said, you know, you really should carry a few other sockets. And it's like, which ones? And they said, you know, if you really want to be prepared, you need to carry maybe like a 38 or a 40 or maybe a 45. 45's got a lot of good twisting power. Well, you know, I'm not into the SAE fractional stuff. I don't like the old stuff, but I did take their wisdom to heart. And so now I also supplement it with 2 others. I supplement it with a 9 millimeter and a 5.56 millimeter socket as well. Now, in order for these to be effective, that's also assuming you have got all of the rest of the needed stuff. You need a lighter and a knife and a flashlight and paracord. And if you don't have those, I mean, you're as good as dead. But if you have these, plus these tools, you can survive anything. And with that, Doc out.